Morning.
How's everybody doing?
Good.
Great. Hi, Cassie. Cassie looks excited. Hey, Abby, good morning.
Morning.
Hey, Ashley, can't see you. Hope you're good.
Good morning. It's funny you decided to do this today because I was going to call and ask you how to do it.
Don't you love it when that happens? Just
Yep.
like, the world is just ready for me to help you. I love that. And it looks like we've got a guest. Evans, thanks for joining us.
Morning, guys.
Where are you coming from?
I'm in New York, Queens, New York.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. Well, we're out of North Carolina and appreciate you jumping on. How did you see the link?
I just happened to go onto the Facebook page and I was actually looking for something and I saw this. And I'm like, all right, let me jump on this.
Well, really cool. Well, this is just an informal discussion, but it's hopefully to help out our team members and anybody else who wants to get involved. So thanks for dropping in. And it's nice to meet you. And we're going to jump right into it. Guys, we have had constant contact on and off for a little while. And I think we'd gotten away from using it some just because it was really easy to sell homes. Let's just be frank. By the time you got the thing listed, you're already getting offers. We weren't doing a whole ton of pre-marketing just because we were rushing things to market because people were trying to get things on the market so quick. As the market adjusts, it's time to get back to doing a little bit better job of getting the word out there about our listings. And in some cases, some of us now have listings that have been on the market a little bit longer as people are experiencing all over the country. So how do we remind people about that? How many of you on the call, and Lauren, I see that you just jumped on. Thanks for joining us. How many people have used an email marketing like Constant Contact, or there are a couple of different formats to send out information about listings or other things?
I have, but it's been probably 3 years. Just because, like Doug was saying, we haven't really needed it. The last year and a half or 2 years, every time you had a listing, you had an offer like within 2 days of getting it in coming soon. So, but that's changed now.
And Abby, I know this is new to you. Cassie, you haven't used it at all, have you? Ashley, you guys?
I have not used it, no, but down here, I mean, I've got 2 listings right now and they were both on the market for 2 days and then got multiple offers. So it's still, but it's also the price point I think that my listings have been at. They're still really competitive.
No, that's fair too, because I know one of them was right around 200. What was the other one?
320.
Okay, all right,
It's
nice.
Very, but yeah.
Ashley, and I know you were going to ask about it, so you haven't used this for one of your listings yet, have you?
No.
Okay, Evans, are you using anything like this for your listings?
You talking about Constant Contact?
Or, there are a couple different systems like that, so just kind of anything in particular.
Constant Contact, my assistant's using it. So yeah, we are using it.
You're familiar with it. Okay, how about you, Lauren? Are you using anything like this for your listings or your team? Okay, well, she can chime in if she gets a chance. So this is what I wanted to do. I want to just kind of give you guys an introduction to how we're using it. And then we're going to walk through and do a quick update for for a listing of Brandon's that's just had a price reduction, so we can send it out. So I'm going to share my screen and just kind of introduce you guys to Constant Contact. So this is the Constant Contact dashboard. So when you log into the main system, you'll have your campaigns up here. And this is a list of campaigns that we have run in the past and some other things as well. So it's been a little bit, like I said, here's a new listing one that we did a while back. Here's one that I just sent out for an update, and I'm going to use this one because it allowed me to build it out a little bit and give you guys a chance to see how I actually go about building that out. So when you get in there, you can do it too. But the first thing is ideally, there'll always be something pre-existing that you can get in and then just copy and update either with your information, or if you have already done one previously, your information will already be in that template. So you can just switch out the information for the specific listing, right? So just find one of those and then just hit copy. And it will pop up. And then basically you can just rename it whatever you're going to use it for. So for this one, it's going to be Brandon's listing in Raleigh, 3205 Tall Tree Place, price reduction. And you'll see up here in the very top left-hand corner, this is the new name of the campaign. So it looks like the one that was already in place, but now we can start switching things out to replace it so we can drop those things in. Next thing you want to do is come up here and edit the subject. And if you click on that, it will open this box so you can do the different things. So what I'll just do for the subject is update like this. Feel free to get creative with your verbiage, how you see fit. Brandon, how much was your price reduction?
25.
Okay, hold on a second. And this stuff is pretty intuitive. You just got to make sure you fill in the right boxes. And then you can switch out the from address. That way you get any responses or any feedback or anything like that when you send it out, and the reply to as well. Or you can leave it as mine and then I'll see it and I can pass along anything to you. But you see how it updated. This is what it will look like in whoever's email box that it lands in, their inbox. It'll show from the Ocean Air Realty, and then it'll show the subject that you added there. So once you hit save, you'll see that's all good in the top corner there. And then what I'll do is you can see if you hover over any of these boxes, it's really easy just to go in and click and then begin to edit. And for the most part, all you want to do is be editing for content, not for, design or anything like that, because the design is set. We want to be consistent in our presentation of these as we're doing them over and over again. Also, it's just less work for you guys to have to do to just go in and drop the information, right? So I'm actually going to share my whole screen so you can kind of see how I'm bouncing back and forth, because I've got MLS pulled up as well. So give me a second to do that. All right, so now you can see my whole dashboard. So you can see I've got MLS pulled up over here on the left, and I'll just bounce back and forth between it and Constant Contact. So new price, or the list price, is $1,075,000. So you got to do is come in here and click. And then I'll usually just put, when it's not a lot, I'll put in, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 0.29 acres, Great North Raleigh location, something like that. Brandon, what works for you? What would you add here?
That's fine. It's 6 bed, 5 bath. Wonderful Raleigh location.
5 full baths.
Yep. 6 bed, 5 full bath.
It's actually kind of midtown, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right by, you can almost hit Rex with a baseball.
Right. Okay. And so just to make that stand out. And then this is all I do for this part, guys. So to make it really simple, I'm just copying the remarks directly from the listing and then updating here, except for the last line or the last two lines, because I usually like to use the make your move line. So you just copy and paste to replace that. And then of course you got to come in and do the formatting, right? Because it's going to play with it a little bit, but you can come in and do that and just hover over the other to make sure that all of the font is matching and that everything is just nice and the same as far as that goes. You just make sure you get the right color. There you go. And then of course, when you copy and paste like this, it's going to mess up that a little bit. So just come in and play with it a little bit to make sure that it looks good. And then we'll drop in Brandon's number, 910. What's the rest of your number?
910-228-6481.
Oops. So there you go. Any questions about that? See how that's pretty easy? And then we'll get to the pictures later. What I'll also do is I'll come in and click on the share link here, which you can do, or the email link here, which you can do similarly in regional MLS or flex MLS. And then you can just get the link and copy it. I'll just do this to make sure that it works. Nope, I didn't copy it right. Let's do this. Open link, there you go. Copy. And then if you click right here on this box and go to link, just click edit, delete it, paste, boom, done, and then you're set. And then all that is ready for there. So now all of your content is basically the same and you're good to go there. You might want to add right here. Just delete it off. Now, here's where you can insert pictures, okay? It's really easy to switch out these pictures, but you need to have the pictures you want first, right? Hey, Holly, thanks for jumping on.
Sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. Good to see you. So we'll come back to MLS here. And again, this is really easy. All you're going to do is if you're uploading, if you're doing this at the same time that you're uploading to MLS, you'll have all the pictures saved from the photographer, right, on your computer. So you can just go through and add them to the email, just like you're adding them to MLS and uploading them directly. But if you haven't done that before, then it's really easy to also pull them from MLS. So you can come in and like right click, download image, right? And so then I can come here to the header, hit replace, go to library, and then upload a file. And then I'll pull this just directly from my downloads folder. Then once it's uploaded, it's just simple to go back and hit insert and then boom. So see that easy, it's right there. And so you probably want to use the same header that you're using in MLS, right? Now look, people can easily click the MLS listing and go see the pictures. So you don't, Brandon's got 58 pictures on this listing. I mean, it's $1 million listing. It's, 5,000 square feet or whatever. There are a lot of things to showcase. We don't need to do that for sending it out to agents, but we do want to give them a quick overview. So if it pops up in their inbox, they have the opportunity just to scroll really quick and they can decide, you know what, I do want to go see the rest of these pictures and click on the MLS listing link, or, maybe that's not for my client or something like that, but at least they're knowing this is just a tease, just to get it out there. It's not meant to replace the MLS listing. It's just to get something in front of them. Any questions about that or thoughts on that? All right, now, this is already here, so you've got pictures in place. All you need to do is to click them like you did above to switch them out, and then you can change the caption, right? Master bedroom, master bathroom, etc. If you come over here and click on the little wheel and this double page option right here, you can create a copy of that. So now, you know, I had a lot listing. I did a couple of overhead shots that show the envelope of the lot, right? That's about it. And the lead picture showed where the lot was in relation to the beach access. Here, we're going to drop in, you know, whatever pictures we decide are relevant and are good to drop in. You might want to do, you know, maybe 6 or 8 of these, whatever you think makes the most sense. I usually like to drop in pictures of the floor plans if you have them, just so as people are scrolling through this, they can see pictures of the floor plans, just like I do for my listings. I don't only put the floor plans in the MLS documents. I do put them there so an agent can download it and send it to their client, right? But I want people, when they're browsing the listings, to also be able to see the floor plans. And that was something that just came from when I was looking for homes. I wanted to be able to see what the floor plan looked like. And where did that come from? Well, it came from so many people put their pictures in MLS, and it goes from the front door to the master bedroom, and then back to the kitchen, and then the back porch, and then back to the dining room. And I can't tell what the heck is what in this house. I don't know how it flows or how it gets from one place to another. And I think that's really important. If you've got people who are looking at a lot of homes, you want to make it really easy for them to want to come and see the house and know that the flow is right for them. So don't take for granted that all you got to do is picture dump the pictures in MLS or in an email, and they're just going to show up because the front looks pretty. You know what I mean? So just make sure you're taking the time to put a little extra care in that. We'll come back and finish this out. At the bottom, these are just our team links here to our team. So you'll never need to edit any of that. Here, it's really easy to come back and edit this for your own. And I'm going to do it to show you how to do it. So when you do yours the first time, it'll be there. And then the next time you do one for one of your listings, all you have to do is, like we did at the very beginning, copy yours, and then it'll be there for your subsequent use. And then all you have to do is update it specifically for the home. Any questions about that? Okay. So I'm just going to show you really quickly how to go in and do that again. I'm sure we've got a ton of pictures in here, and maybe we've got a Brandon headshot. Let's see. Hey, look, there he is. So that quick. I think I got that right. Yep. Really easy to come in here and do the email as well. You'll want to make sure that you change the link, because you can have it set to so they can click directly on it and email you. And then, of course, this as well. So see how easy that was to click? I don't think there's any reason to edit any of the other language or anything there. This all listings thing goes directly to the Our Listings tab on our webpage. It doesn't link to an MLS, because then we'd have to link to both MLS, and we're just not going to do that. So that would just drive people directly to our website. Any questions about that? Honestly, we're pretty much done. All we have to do now is add the other pictures that we want. So Brandon, this is your listing. I'm not going to do it for you. You tell me. You can see the other pictures. What pictures do you think are worth highlighting in here out of the listing docs and pics? You must be on mute because I can't hear you.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
No worries.
The living room and the kitchen, I think, are good.
Which living room picture? This one?
So there's actually another living room. Keep going.
Okay. You just tell me where.
Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. That kitchen photo, go back.
Okay. This one?
Maybe go one more.
This one?
Yeah, I think that one probably.
Okay.
And then keep scrolling, 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 Scrolling. That living room.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So just
And
real quickly, I'll show you guys how to do these two, right? See how I click on it? Replace. It'll do the same thing as we did before. That should give me the option to add the picture. Well, I love when that happens. All right, let's grab a few more pictures. Master bedroom.
yeah, I don't think it's really that great. You can keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, go. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, go back one. That family room there, I think, is good.
Okay.
And that's 4 photos, right? I mean, that's probably enough, I would say, because the yard's not great.
Let's do, I think that was just 3. So let's get 4 for a picture for entertaining.
Maybe that close-up shot of the back patio.
All right, let's see if we can get these to work. This will save automatically, but sometimes it will hang up if you are on it for a few minutes. So make sure that you're checking periodically and you see up here that it says saved. Okay. Well, I really hate that we're having issues getting the picture to work. That's wasn't an issue the first time. We did it at the top. But while you're doing that, you can come in and edit what you'd like to say here, you know, spacious, updated kitchen. Bright and welcoming living room. Huge bonus room. Something like that. Just be creative, whatever you want to use there. You don't have to overthink it, you know. Let's see. Do you have floor plans in the docs?
Yeah, there is a floor plan on the MLS with a bunch of other stuff.
Okay, so just really easy to show you guys how, you know, we could utilize this like I was talking about. You can, this is just the whole thing. You can just do a snapshot. Don't have to show the measurements or anything, but just again, to give people an idea of what it looks like. And then that's just another picture you can drop in here at the bottom. Sometimes the builder, or not the builder, the photographer will give you each level. I'll do that for multiple levels. I put first floor, second floor, etc., like that. So I could just so it's easier to see, because 2 floors like this is going to be a little bit harder to see just on one page. Once you go in and you update the pictures, and again, I'm sorry, I'm not sure why that's not working. I could back out and it will probably reset. You can go here to preview, and it'll give you an idea of what it will look like on your desktop. Just so you can see it there, make sure it looks good on your mobile. So you see what people are going to see when it's on their phone. That could be a little scary when our pictures show up that big, but hey, at least they'll know who the listing agent is, right? And that feature doesn't really exist, but
They've seen worse.
there you go. You can also send yourself a test, which is a really good idea. And I would say if you're going to do this, send it to me too. Usually my email is going to populate there already. So just go in and add yours and hit enter, and it'll add it like that. And then just do, draft, please review, and send. So now that'll come to me and it'll come to Brandon, and it's usually really quickly, right? And it'll pop up in your inbox. Let's see how long it takes. It's there already. See, so you can see what other people will get in their inbox. Okay.
I just got it as well.
Any questions about that? That pretty clear? I can't see the confusion on Cassie and Ashley's faces. Holly is laughing at something. So
I'm laughing at their potential confusion
okay.
because I hope it's confusing.
No
That's better.
confusion. No confusion.
That's great, Cassie. You
I
don't
was
look
just-
confused.
I was just eating banana bread and I didn't think you guys needed to watch me eat my banana bread.
Next time, bring enough banana bread for everybody. Ashley, you hanging in there with us? Okay.
Yes, I'm just hanging out in the office.
All right.
I was just wishing that you'd do it for me.
I will walk you through it, but it's important
Okay.
to teach you how to do it. So, I mean, once you figure it out and you've done it once or twice, it's just like when you start writing offers. The first time you write an offer, it takes you an hour, right? Because you want to make sure you dot all the I's and cross all the T's. But after you've done this once or twice, it's easy because all you're doing is replacing content because all the other stuff is already there, and it makes it really easy for you.
So how do you get into Constant Contact?
I'll send you the login stuff
Okay.
so you can do that. So because I'm going to try one more time to replace a picture, and if that doesn't work, I'm just going to show you guys how to send it. For this, all you should have to do is hit replace, and it should pop up like it did before to give you the option to replace the picture just like it did here. I'm not sure why it stopped working. Once you've done that, once you've sent the preview or you've looked at the preview, once you've sent the test, you can also click check for errors, and it'll just make sure that all the links are working. You still want to make sure it's the right links. This is just telling you the links are working. You can go to continue, and this is how you send it. And it's really easy to send it. I'm not going to send it, but I'm going to take you all the way to sending it. Okay. So we've got a bunch of pre-populated email lists that are, sphere lists and all that stuff. The only ones you want to send it to are our team and to your MLS, right? And the only agent emails we have in here are agents that somebody on our team has worked with. I haven't pulled all of the agents from our entire MLS roster or anything like that, just because I don't want to spam people. And some people might argue this is spam, but at least we've done business with them and they know who our company is. And we're not just mass emailing the thing out. All right. They should recognize at least the name of the company, even if they did business with, not necessarily the agent listing the property. All you have to do is come down, and for you guys at the coast, it's Coast MLS agents. Brandon, for you, it's Triangle MLS agents right here. That's it. You also want to just click on the Oceanair Realty team, and that's all of us. And that way, just everybody on the team is aware of it. Even if it's in the other office, it's still good for us to know. We might inadvertently get a 800 number sign call to the wrong one, and at least we will recognize who the listing belongs to, something like that. So all you have to do is, so for Brandon, he would go in here and click not close clients, MLS brokers, right? Here's the same subject from before. Make your move in the Stunner Raleigh today from the Oceanair Realty. He could change this to Brandon Yop, the Oceanair Realty, whatever. He could change the from address to his, reply to address to his. Usually by default, it's going to default the Coast office address here. If he wanted to, he can go in and change it to the Triangle office. And then really we're moving to the last part, and that's how to send it. Okay. When to send. Do you want to send it now, this minute, or do you want to schedule it for later? Now, a lot of best practices will say it's best to send things like first thing in the morning or around lunchtime is when people check their emails the most. So you use your best judgment. Sometimes you want to get something out there because you promise your client, hey, we've done the reduction. We're going to get it out there right away, right? So use your best judgment for that. Here's the other thing. You want to check this, send me early results, because it'll tell you like the percentage of the opens, which is great. The last email that I sent out about my lot got nearly 40% opens. That's a huge response rate for people to actually click on the email and open it. So it's just good to know how many eyes you're getting on it, because that's another great value you can provide to your clients. Hey, we emailed it to X amount of agents in our area, and we know that, you know, half of them saw it. So they know that you're not just putting a sign in the yard and listening to MLS and waiting for somebody to pop up, right? You're actively working to get it in front of other agents so they share it with their clients. And then there's this other tool here, which I think is really great, resend to non-openers. And this is just like a reminder email to people who got the email before, but they may have left it in their inbox because, like some of you have 5,000 emails in their inbox. Raise your hand if you're guilty. That's not me. Ah, yeah, there we go. Or, you know, maybe they just deleted it and went right past it. So it's just a quick reminder, and you'll see all it does is add this reminder to the subject line, and then you can set when to do it. Typically, it's 3 days after, immediately after you sign it or send it, and you'll get an alert when it goes back out as well. So I've done everything but send it. And then all you got to do, again, send now, schedule for later. If we scheduled it for, say, 11 o'clock today, I hit schedule, and then boom, it goes out. And then you'll get a copy of it, especially if you send it to yourself and not me. And then that's it. Once it sends, it will go to a page showing that it's pending. And then that page will update after it's gone out with a link to the email. So like if you've seen the link for the newsletters that we do before, it's the same thing. And then if you want, you can specifically share that link on your social media. Just a little bit different than sharing the link to the website or the link on MLS. You're just sending the link to the email. It's just another visual way to share it with folks. That's really the long and short of it. So who has questions, thoughts, ideas for how we could do it better or different, etc.?
I've recently been using the AMD Test, just switching up the subject line.
So he's talking about right here, guys. So tell us about that.
On the AMB, depending on the email that you're sending out to whoever your database is in the database, you can switch up the subject line just to see which ones have a better open rate.
What kind of different subjects are you using? How different, or what kind of different verbiage are you using?
Well, if you look at the actual, if you make it a little bigger, or where it has the actual thing, it gives you an example of what seems to open up more.
So this subject line recommendations.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, so reduce North Midtown home, just reduced North Midtown Raleigh, price reduction, just reduced in North Midtown. Okay.
So you can play around with it. It really depends on whatever you're sending out. If you're sending like a just listed, a price reduction, open house, whatever you're sending, if you want to switch up the wording. I've done it a few times, and sometimes just doing that makes you have a better open rate.
What do you typically use as your default subject line when you send it out?
For open house, is pretty much cut and dry. Open house, Saturday, Sunday, blah, 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 or price reduction for new house, or offering more compensation to the realtor.
Right.
And if it's going out to the mass buyers list, pretty much here's a new home in such and such area, just came onto the market. A beautiful new home, or whatever the case may be. It really depends on the property.
I like that. I've never personally used the subject line recommendation, I've always just used my default one. So I think that's a great idea to use the tool that's here. And maybe you'll see an idea for a subject that never even crossed your mind, right?
Yeah.
So why not give the tool an opportunity? And then, like we talk about when prospecting, if you're tracking when you prospect the best time of day to prospect, if you get a significantly higher open rate response to one subject line type versus another, well, maybe make that your default one going forward, or use it more often going forward. That's a great idea. Thanks for the suggestion.
You're welcome. Also, if you notice, it has percentages. So while you're sending stuff out, you can control how many people in your group are getting one particular subject versus the other.
So you can do 50-50. It looks like you can, just kind of play with it or whatever. And then remaining, you could do something too. So you could just split it between two or do it however you guys see fit.
And you'll get the same result email like you did before. And they'll tell you basically which one performed better. And like you said, you can utilize that information for your next stuff going out.
I love that. So that's a good idea to try, guys. One thing Evans mentioned, and I appreciate you saying that, is, we do use these for open houses too, right? We have used them not just for price reductions, but also when things go live. We've used them for coming soon, right? When you want to pre-market that listing and get it out there so you can get people lined up, you can use it for however you want to do it. It can go out before, it can go out after, it can go out because of a price reduction. Use it for your open house. And the thing is, once you've got the template built, it's really easy to switch it up, right? Once you have your template built, it's really easy to go in and change the language to open house or coming soon or price reduction or just hit the market, any of those things. Any questions? Looks like Annette joined us. Hey, Annette.
Hey, I'm right here.
Nice to see you or hear you.
You too. I'm right here. I'll be there in a moment.
Annette and I used to work together at Rachel Kendall. So any other thoughts, questions, ideas, things to include, etc.?
Hold on 1 second, Kyle. I did a Zoom with Brandon. Yeah. Did he need me? What do you? Oh.
I'm going to mute you, Annette. So I saved it, and you can, of course, go back to edit. So I'm not going to send it right now. I'm going to let Brandon go in and finish it up because it's his. But hopefully that gives you an idea of what you need to do to get in. Hey, look, now we can do the pictures. So that's a good thing. I'll go in and drop these in that we downloaded. They didn't download. Okay. There we go. So now you can see it's really easy to click and drag when it actually lets you do it, right? So now all of those are in there. And so that's the wrong one. Replace library, kitchen, living room. Bonus room. Floor plans. And then, Brandon, you can go pick one more picture so it's even. Whatever you want to do. That's it. It's pretty intuitive, right? Ashley, you ready to do this on your own now?
Take a stab at it.
Cassie, what do you think?
I think it looks pretty simple, easy to just plug things in and yeah.
I'll tell you.
I think I could do it. I think I could do it.
I guarantee you can do it. Here's the thing. When you're editing it, like physically in here editing it, and Evans, please share your experience with this too. You think it looks right, but you better send the test to yourself and read it on your device read it on your desktop or your laptop before you send it out. Because I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, you're going to find a misspelling, or you messed up a space, or you left something out. Or especially if you're copying and pasting from an old listing, you didn't change the address in the subject line or something like that. And that's going to really make you look kind of silly. So as they say, measure twice and cut once, right? Just take the time, and feel free to copy me on these. I'm happy to proof them for you. I mean, that's what I'm here for, to help you guys with this stuff, to make sure that we're putting everything out right the first time.
You said exactly what I was about to say. Pretty much, definitely proofread. Send it to your team, your lender, whoever you have on your team. Send it out to them first before you send it out to the public.
Absolutely. And guys, I use this for the newsletter. We can use this for a lot of different things. The tool is here. I pay for it for the whole team. If you want to come up with something just to send to your closed clients, you can do that too. If you want to do like a quarterly touch or a monthly touch, something that's not in Boomtown, using the closed drip, something that you want to design a little bit more, you can absolutely do that. So, be creative. Come to me with your thoughts, ways that you want to use the tool. That's why I'm paying for it, so you guys have the opportunity to make the most out of it. Any other thoughts or questions before I let you guys go?
Real quick, guys, if you use Constant Contact, there's only one login for the team. And so you're going to have to let Doug know, because I'm about to text him right now. You got to let Doug know that you're trying to log in there, because it's going to send it's like a 2-factor authentication system. And so when you try to log in, it's going to send Doug a text message, and you're going to have to get the text message. It sends him like a code via text. You're going to have to get that code from him and then submit it, so it lets you in the website.
I'll send out a follow-up email like I usually do for these meetings to you guys, so you have the information. Evans, if you want to drop your info in the chat, I'll add you to our list. So when I send out announcements about future meetings, you're free to jump on and add it to your calendar. We'd love to have you with us, and really appreciate you jumping on and your participation and your tips that you shared. Thanks so much.
Anytime, guys. Thank you so much for letting me join in.
And hey, if you know somebody moving to the central or eastern North Carolina, send them our way, and we'll do the same thing for people headed up your way.
All right. Email me your information as well, and we'll stay in contact.
I will follow up with you. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right, guys. I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great prospecting day